It looks like the perfect country scene. A rusty old mailbox out front, working in the great outdoors, and plenty of trees. But this place has a dirty little secret to hide, and this house is anything but ordinary. You wouldn't believe it, but right behind me here, there is actually a house. It is so overgrown by weeds and trees that you could actually probably drive right by it and never even know it's there. This home belonged to an old woman who recently passed away. Today, the Toronto Sun got exclusive access to go into the house with the cleanup crew and her son to assess the place and learn about hoarding. Getting ready to go into a hoarding environment is serious business. A cleanup crew worker helped me put my suit on, pull on my booties because my heels weren't going to cut it in there, and glove my hands up, and finally, the mask. So before we go in, Christian, what are you bringing in here?
Well, this product here, it's a product which is called Vercon, and it's a decontamination agent. It's primarily used to combat biological terrorism, wildlife feces, diseases such as hepatitis, HIV, any aspect of biological dust, H1N1, SARS. It's probably the overall magic bullet as far as any type of neutralizing agent is concerned.
Okay, ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Here we go. Oh my God. The smell is indescribable, a strong blast of moldy, musty air. There is feces all over the floor and junk piled throughout. What are some of the worst ones you've seen? Can you describe them to me?
We did a job, it's a hoarding job. We didn't even bother cleaning it out. Whoever bought the house bulldozed it. It was that bad. So you're crawling, you got about four feet of space between the ceiling and the garbage.
The cleanup worker showed me a few tricks of the trade, and then it was my turn to get my hands dirty.
All right. What you're going to do is just kind of in the air, okay?
Okay.
On.
This stuff was all found, I see, when you guys were going through the kitchen. They seem like some hazardous chemicals. Do you often come across things like this, and how do you deal with them?
We actually come across different types of hazardous household chemicals on a regular basis. For example, what we have here is we have sodium hydroxide, which is one of the active ingredients used for the manufacturing of crystal meth.
So you'd find this in a meth lab?
Absolutely. These are some of the key active ingredients which are found in a meth lab. Everything from paint thinners as well, propane tanks, flammable items, and all these items actually have to be treated they have to be treated in such a manner that we have to separate them from other waste, because in the event that we store them or we remove them and they are beside each other, there could be an explosive reaction. There could be a flammable reaction in the event that we mix some of these household chemicals and they're stored beside each other.
After spending some time in the house, I got curious about the woman that used to live there. Well, it would be a cute little house if it was cleaned up.
Yep.
Look, some Febreze.
Yay!
Fancy that. So Jim, your mother recently passed away. Tell me about your mother.
My mother was an interesting character. She loved everything. How could I put this? She loved possessions, and she collected a lot of them, as you'll see throughout your pictures. She tended to collect more than she got rid of, and she tried to run a business, many businesses to sell all the things she was buying, but she didn't know how to sell. The prices were high, and kept acquiring more and more at auctions and all those things. So
Jim predicts he'll be here for the next few weeks and says he's relieved to be cleaning up his mother's final hoarding mess.
You want this? No, you know, that could, it sounded like my mother there.
As for me, I think I've had enough cleaning for the day.
Workout.
For the Toronto Sun, I'm Victoria Ptashnick.